already know the name for this segment.
Oh yeah?
I have the name is for the episode.
The whole episode.
Whole episode.
Lay it on me.
What's next for Wyrmwood? It's like a choose your own adventure. There's like 3 paths. You know, in some of the paths you just die. I always like those.
Woo! Just on sound.
Did you ever do a choose your own adventure book?
Oh yeah, I love them.
Were you good at them? Would you like read ahead if it was like, turn to page 77, turn to page 54, and you'd like sort of peek, and if you see your character like falling off a cliff, you're like, yeah, let's go to 77.
Sometimes I'd read ahead. Can I read ahead on this adventure?
No, this is real life. We have to commit. You ever play choose your own adventure books?
Yeah.
I mean, in 5th grade. They have like
adult ones?
Oh, I'm sure they do have adult ones. Oh, I bet they have nasty ones. Brendan, look that up. Can you look up X-rated choose your own adventure books?
It's not immediately coming up.
Really? What?
I don't know.
What kind of browser do you use?
I know. I just use Chrome.
Choose your own adventure erotica. It has got to be a thing already.
So we're doing like a Wyrmwood choose your own adventure thing. How did this?
We have to figure out what we're gonna do next, because on our launch docket, we have Paladin Woodworking. Check it out, everybody. MGT is slated for later in the year.
For 4.5 months.
Something like that, July, August, somewhere in there. And Dice 3.0 with Karen is slated for in between those two things.
Yep.
What if I told you Karen is like, I can't do that, we're behind schedule, there's things we can't do, and this is a thing that would be on that list. Everything went to shit for her too. Like the whole world, in case people didn't notice.
Oh yeah.
In case you did not notice, the world went to shit. She was having her fucking electricity shut off 2 days a week, just randomly. They were having like brownouts across the country.
Oh.
Karen's had some real headwinds. For me, from my perspective, I'm like, look, Karen, every relationship we have, we at least do a 50-50 split on the wholesale deal. We've been giving Dispel Dice a deal. Like in this sort of environment, the nickels and dimes actually start to matter when you're dealing with inflation.
Yeah.
Right? So we're arguing about nickels and dimes, which I don't like to do, but that is where we are with Karen. So, choose your own adventure. We've got a couple options here. Accelerate MGT 2.0, change dice suppliers, sit stand desk, or super secret project. It's erotica fanfic. It is.
Yeah.
Erotica, choose your own adventure.
Well,
I'm all on board with this. I can't wait until we start this new company. It's just weed and fucking liquor and adult fanfic and just it should just be called debauchery.
There we go.
Title.
By Wyrmwood. Put a little by Wyrmwood on the bottom.
Not by Wyrmwood.
1 week later.
Karen,
Broke up with us.
it was a dump, yeah.
Wasn't her. It
I
was
think
definitely
I
us.
stabbed. We're not engaged anymore, but I think we're still keeping it casual.
For the kids.
Yes.
Just to catch up, the next Kickstarter that was slated was Dice 3.0. Collaboration with Karen, new colorways, new dice, new experience. That's what we got dumped from. Karen is production constrained, and so if Karen has limited bandwidth of what Dispel Dice can actually produce, she's confident she can sell it on her own website, dispeldice.com, and if she can sell it on her own, she gets to keep all of the monies, whereas if she works with Wyrmwood, she has to give a big chunk to Wyrmwood, because that is how wholesale retail relationships work.
For the last 2 years, she has kind of exclusively been like a Wyrmwood dice supplier.
What's awkward is we had already started developing
Pretty kick-ass product.
a kick-ass new type of vault.
Yep.
To show off. Actually, Jason, why don't you talk about that bad Larry?
So this is, we're calling it the window vault now. I want to kill the tabletop vault.
Thank you.
And we have tabletop vault, hero vault.
But why don't we just we take this, get rid of this lattice work underneath, so it's just foam, and then it's one SKU, and it can hold miniatures or dice.
Look at how good that D20 looks right in the middle there.
Does it,
I mean, come on.
does it look good, JV?
I hate this.
You hate the window?
Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah, I don't like
That's shocking.
Well, I think, wasn't the idea that this would be resin or stone that would match your dice?
That's what I was
So
thinking.
the answer to that, as far as I'm concerned, is Yes, that's an option. And if you don't want that, you can get acrylic.
It can come with a clear
This is the
acrylic
standard, and you can
window,
upgrade.
and then you can upgrade to a resin insert to match your resin dice, and potentially a gemstone insert to match your gemstone dice if we can source that.
Yeah, if this can hold a standard mini just like the other Hero Vault can, and we get rid of this lattice work, and now we just have a fucking Hero Vault that can hold dice or miniatures, that's really kick-ass, because I hate that we have 2 SKUs as well.
Almost all miniatures are on 1-inch bases, so the inside has to be at least 1 inch, with a little extra for foam and stuff.
If
the
we're-
top would need to be the same thickness as the bottom. It would be the Hero Vault thickness.
I love this look.
Yep. So the coolest part is, so this piece is going to be able to pop out. It won't be quite that tight. And it's going to be held in with some sort of gasketing solution. So you'll be able to swap out that insert. Different resins, different stones, like whatever. That's what we're working on now.
I think it's a pretty compelling product.
Yeah.
We could either sandbag this for the Dice 3.0 launch, or I'm just throwing it out there. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Oh, yeah, I was literally just gonna say, I was like, is this something that you want to launch with dice, or you want to like soft launch it on the website and then it's also in the Kickstarter?
That's the point of the conversation we're having today. I don't know. Number 2. This is coming out real soon. I believe the development on this is pretty well on its way, or maybe done. This is the class of the month for May. So this is the
Paladin.
This looks fucking hot.
When is this slated for?
That one's slated for May.
For May.
All right, we also have April.
Yep. Druid, which is done and it's in media sim.
So I guess we almost don't even need to talk about this, other than the fact that these are kick-ass and people should get them. Deck box.
I feel like we've been sitting on these forever.
This deck box is right now moving into beta production. So they're running time trials on
I
this.
just want to be clear, because I don't know if people who watch Wyrm Lyfe know this. The whole like draw thing, that all of that got scrapped.
This
Yeah.
was eliminated. This little swoop-de-doop, nixed. The deck divider, currently nixed. We're not doing a deck divider right now, but deck box, that is also in development.
It's a nice looking box.
Oh, GM screen. So we're right now prototyping this, but I think the prototypes are going actually pretty well. So this is sort of the upcoming accessory lineup. I'm kind of on team all this just launches on wyrmwoodgaming.com.
Well, this is done, it seems.
This is done.
So let's put this behind the DM screen. This is pretty much ready to go. We're launching this in April. Push on that. The second it's ready, hand it to me. The promotion will be up in 2 weeks. And then the second that this is ready, regardless whether it's a month, 2 weeks, 2 months out, just plop it on our desk and we'll be like, huh, what do we have going on in the next whatever? We'll be like, this will be good right here, and we'll just do it. No dates, no anything.
I am fine with that for really everything accessory, because if we're trying to move things away from Kickstarter, I think we should definitely be doing that on accessories. When it comes to Kickstarters, we've got 2 big Kickstarters.
Yeah.
We've got Modular Game Table Relaunch. Not that this helps anybody. Modular Game Table.
Look at that.
That's a great picture.
Thank you. MGT 2.0, new features, interior toolbar system with a rolling tray, silicone inserts for entertaining or hobbies, new lid for the topper block to convert your topper block into actually something you can use, home goods, coasters, trivets, charcuterie, cutting boards,
Tablecloth.
magnetic tablecloth.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Chairs?
Chairs, yes, but the chair could actually be launched outside of it. I'm just throwing it out there. The chair is in development. You could actually launch the chair on the website. The big hole that was blown in our budget, because, well, not blown in our budget, when DICE shifted. It's like the big release. I would advocate currently is a Wyrmwood sit-stand desk. A computer desk, a working computer desk.
Honestly, our first step into Wyrmwood Home, like the thing we've been talking about for years, that would have accessories that would be completely compatible with the MGT and stuff like that, which is hot.
We're done with gaming. It's over. This is the next Kickstarter. Dog beds. This is it.
Mine's not on.
That's fine. Put a little magnetic rail on there for Fido. Little like doggy dish. I'm telling you, dog beds would sell.
How are we doing it?
I'd sleep in one.
Yes.
Now, my biggest thing is like, okay, let's say that's our next biggest Kickstarter. Does that not mess up the fulfillment schedule of the MGT2 backers.
Let's say we launched at Stand Desk, and let's say it literally is fucking 12 million. It's just massive. You may roll MGT right onto the website. You may not need a Kickstarter for that.
I think that would be better, ideal.
Interesting. So not even relaunching this on Kickstarter, just rolling
just
it right into
available to
an
everyone.
offering that we now have with all of our new stuff.
It 100% depends on how successful the Sit Stand Desk is, right? My top priority is to make sure that the workshop keeps running. I know Kickstarter can deliver that volume. I don't know if WyrmwoodGaming.com can deliver that volume. That being said, if Sit Stand Desk is huge, now I've got plenty of work for the workshop. I would feel more comfortable taking the risk rolling MGT into just a normal website launch. The team I'm on, and Jason, give me your input, is I should continue to guide development on a lot of these accessories, and then you and Bennett are just full on Sit Stand Desk.
Yeah, I think Sit Stand Desk is the best play.
We should spend this week wrapping up, and then on Monday, I think it's Jason and Bennett full-time pushing on Sit Stand Desk. And I'll support with as much development as I can.
Once we get into it, we'll be able to suss out a timeline on when we think we can launch.
Yeah. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we'll have prototypes that we're going to be able to see within a week or two.
Well, goddamn. Sounds like that's the next big thing.
Say the magic